So this is how the setup looks. On the extreme left, it's written Procreate, and on the extreme right, you have select, import photo, and a plus icon. So to create a new canvas, we would tap on this plus icon. Now there is new canvas, there is screen size, square, like how in Photoshop you have A4, A6, you get the option to open up a file of different sizes. So here also you get the similar options. And also you get the option to create a new canvas. So you need to tap on this folder with the plus sign you see on the left side. When the pop-up opens, you tap on that, and then you get this page here. So here you have untitled canvas in the middle, and then you have width, height, DPI, maximum layers, and then you have a tab which looks like a calculator which has millimeters, centimeters, inches. And on the extreme left, you have custom canvas, which has dimension, color profile, time lapse setting, and canvas properties. And on the extreme right, you have create and cancel. So usually I like to work in inches because I've been a designer. So like, you create a artwork and then you place it on the t-shirt or garment. So I usually work with inches. So since we'll be doing basic stuff initially, so I like to work with 15 inches. So 15 inches by 15 inches. So this gives me DPI of 500, because the more the DPI, the better the artwork would be, because this is a pixel based software. So DPI is basically dots per inch. So the higher it is, so your image will be more crisp. And the numbers of layers that I get here is 14. When you go to color profile, you have this RGB and CMYK settings. You don't need to fiddle around with this, but I'm just showing that this is how it is. So this is time-lapse setting, video setting, what setting you want for your video. So you want a relatively good quality video, so you have that. And then you have this canvas property. So you have background white color chosen, and then you can have the option to hide the background. So these are not that important. But you can also, like, later on, if you want to have a fancy background or you want to hide the background, accordingly, you can customize it for yourself. So we'll go and create the canvas. So this is the canvas that opens up for you. On the first day, when he was teaching you about the gesture control and all that, so there are 5 gestures, which is by default, which is undo, which is 2 tap. You all know. Redo, that is 3 tap. Usually I don't do 3 tap for redo because I hardly do redo. So I just go and press here on the extreme left. There is a bar there. You have the undo and redo button. So I just go and, like, I'm used to tapping it here. Then you have zoom option, 2 finger pinch, how you zoom in and zoom out in your mobile screen. Same way you zoom in and zoom out here as well. And then you have move tool. So how you move a picture in your phone, same way you move it. And then fit to canvas. Fit to canvas is, this is now fit to canvas. We have a square piece of canvas for us. And this is this is at its maximum. So this is not very important, but like, since I'm telling you, I'll tell this. So this is 2 finger pinch and leave. So if you bounce it like this, it'll come and fit into the canvas. So these are the inbuilt default settings. Now, on the extreme left, you have gallery and then the spanner button. Then you have the icon of a kind of a pencil kind of thing, which has a glitter to it. Then you have a S symbol, and then you have an arrow mark. So please make sure that we assign a name to it. So the first button that is there, so gallery is when you move out of this canvas, you press onto gallery. So the whatever you have done, it automatically gets saved here. When you want to get into it, you just tap into it and you are back again in your work. Next one is the spanner button, or like the wrench icon. So we call it action. So when you tap on it, this has, so all the action that happens, it happens here. Whether you want to add a picture or you want to, the settings that you have. So mostly you have everything here in this icon. So this, we will be calling it action button. Next is adjustments. This is the advanced adjustment, which is very similar to Photoshop. You have hue, saturation, brightness, you have color balance, you have curves, It's same, it works same like Photoshop. Gradient map, Gaussian blur, motion blur, perspective blur, noise, sharpen. Those who have used Photoshop, they would know this. This is same like Photoshop. Then you have the selection button. Selection button is also same like Photoshop. So in Photoshop, if you had seen, you had this magnetic this thing selection tool, then you have this marquee tool. So here this is automatic, so it'll automatically select whatever is in the canvas. Then you have freehand gives you the option to use freehand selection. Then rectangle tool gives you the option to select in a rectangle way. Ellipse give you the option to select in an ellipse way. So this is basically the selection tool. And then you have invert, same like invert is like it gets opposite. And then copy paste, feather, save and load, fill color, clear. Same like Photoshop. Then you have this move tool. So if you draw anything, and you want to move it, so you go to this move tool. Oh, this is this wrap thing. So you drag, you tap on it and drag. So you can move it this way. So this is a move tool. So we'll be calling it a move tool.